Hi there. I cherish these moments with you, and again, these are the Divinely Guided message for the dates of April 24th through April 30th. And I was directed in meditation to pick and work with two of Doreen Virtue's decks, the Loving Words of Jesus decks and the Magical Mermaid and Dolphin Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And these are the 5 cards. If you can see that, it's a new dawn, self-employment. Well, these are backwards. Helpful person, healing heart, and positive energy. And then also, I drew this card from the Jesus deck. And it's a beautiful card deck. Beautiful card in particular. And it says, love one another as I've loved you. John 13:34. Isn't that pretty? And there is always a theme interlaced into these messages, and Jesus uncovered the theme about love, and it's like self-nourishment, love for other people, self-nourishment, making room for new, clearing the decks and making room for new. And upon reading the energy off this deck, I just simply hold the card and then I place my hand over it and I start getting the inspiration. And I was guided to write from this one, this beautiful card. Look how beautiful it is. I am love. I am love. I whisper words of encouragement in your heart so that you may speak to others with joy and unrestraint. I call to you softly and carry your heart when necessary so that you may be filled with love. Know that I am a heartbeat away and that I will find you and carry you away from a world filled with confusion. Know that I will always find you no matter how troubled you feel. I belong to you, and it is an unending source to trust and rely on. I am the Good Shepherd, and you are my flock. All is well. So isn't that like a wonderful embrace from Jesus to begin our week off with? And I gave you a roadmap to what you will see for the day, or week rather. And there's 5 cards here, so use your discernment about which cards apply to which particular days. You have, some wiggle room, so you're allowed to have this inspiration for your week. And then I offer some practical thoughts as well. And that being said, put those down just for a moment. A new dawn. Isn't that a beautiful card? I am here and always will be here, guarding and protecting you. The light glimmers and shines. This is for the 24th, the first part of the week. It needs a focus like a camera lens to cleanse away fear. Refuse to allow negativity to bring you old life lessons. Allow the grace of God to close the door to the past and open the door to a wonderful future, and so it is. Amen. And there's a little bit of the Bible woven in here, but not in all these inspirational cards. So bear with me. Bear with Jesus. Okay. The second card I pulled was the self-employment card. Empower yourself through work that brings you joy. The more you can follow your path, the more people walk alongside you and follow your example. It allows people to know that they can glide through life and step around unfulfilling work and create a life that brings joy and purpose. Know that the door is open for all to enter. And so it is. And then the next beautiful card was helpful person. The more you can be a guide for people, the more like-minded people can find you and create peaceful, kind relationships that speak of purposefulness and thoughtfulness. Connecting with supportive people allows your joy to ignite the joy that resides in us all. Pretty words. Positive energy. Positive energy. Energize your home, declutter if necessary, and release energy that was not allowing you to create from enthusiasm. Bless your home with flower essence. Reclaim the corners of your home by creating a sanctuary that brings peace, love, and joy. And then healing heart. See yourself as whole. A rose that does not open will not bring beauty to all. See yourself as a rose. If you are too closed off, you cannot release the pain that closed you down. Allow yourself to open to the idea of releasing the old and creating a new you that is soft, kind, and thoughtful. Your mind will create what you envision, so see yourself as whole and complete at this very moment. Stay open to the possibility of building a garden of roses in your heart that you release when you feel the time is right. This unending source of love will feed you and all that you see, all that see you without question. Know that it will never cease. Joy will bring more roses to you than you could ever give away. Allow yourself to receive love and feel safe in doing so. We neglect ourselves when we do not allow for our good to connect with us and fulfill our needs. Remember the source, and he, she will guide you always. Amen. And then the practical information. This is less, it's more practical because we have physical bodies and we want to know exactly how do we use the esoteric inspired messages into our practical domains. And so this is what I saw for the first beginning of the week. The week is really going to be really intense. So talk to your guides about the best places to hang out and then use a discernment. The second part is make time for brainstorming, continuing or creating a new space that has your specific name on it. And don't worry about offending anyone, just do it. Make time for brainstorming, continuing or creating a new space that has your specific name on it. And don't worry about offending anyone, just do it. So that was kind of the self-employment card. And then I moved on to your resources are those people. This is helping person. Your resources are those people that create joy. Align yourselves with like-minded people. Your resources are those people that create joy. Align yourselves with like-minded people. And then the next card is allow yourself to open up and feel renewed by this interchange. Maybe public speaking or speaking your truth in some way. Allow yourself to open up and feel renewed by this interchange. Maybe public speaking or speaking your truth in some way. And I saw that as healing heart. And then we moved on to positive energy. Declutter your house, wash windows so you can soak in nature while still inside. Create a sanctuary. Buy an ornament for your home that makes your heart sing. Use flower essences and crystals as a way to bless and ordain your surroundings. Walk in nature just to hear the song of the birds and create a meditation practice that allows you to release what is no longer useful. Your appetite for positivity will create a bubbling brook that is an endless source of God. Where I actually wrote good, and then I saw it as God. And that is pretty much the message. So I have going to just be extemporaneous, very spontaneous here, and just um, move my hands around these cards to see if there's any other practical information that people need. So this is kind of the fun part of the message, and I really enjoy the space because you can see it's very off the cuff, and we're going to use some amusement here. They're telling me that there are so many helpers available to you from the other side. And to me, they're referring to the angels, and of course Jesus and God, the Supreme Being. So and then they're just saying if you need help, in order for them to intervene, they need to get that, it's kind of like a pass, because you have free will. So if you just say, please intervene, and then they can go ahead and do their magic from the other side. Always, as always, you will always be protected. This is to go along with the theme of the week. They said the real magic happens when you allow love to enter your fourth chakra, your heart. And I'll vouch for that. And for some of you out there, they say that when you quiet your mind is when you get your answers. And because we live in a world filled with technology and distractions like pets and animals, friends, your support group, you sometimes need to do specific retreat kind of like walking out in nature. Or if you can't do that, if you're at workplace, just excuse yourself and go to the restroom and sit there quietly to get your answers. And they're telling me about not wasting time worrying, especially about people that have departed, because the Supreme Being has them. When they leave this earth, they don't have the earthbound worries of having a physical body that we all have. So maybe a large part of your life could be freed up if you started being reassured by that message, that to worry about those people that have passed is really a time waster, and you could devote that to maybe like spending more time with your children, or with your mate, or with your friends. Or writing books, or that's a message to me, I'm sure. They're reassuring me because everything in the conventional world appears chaotic, but in the end, it will all be ironed out. Now, it seems very simplistic, but again, a Supreme Being goes, some of this time that you worried, which is the opposite of prayer, so it could, throw you off track and pull to you what you don't desire, and maybe instead of worrying, replace that with kind of a prayer, a practice of prayer or meditation. And seriously, I gotta double check that. God, Supreme Being said that he would like people to be reinfused about a God that is kind and gentle. And he's reminding me of this by and lighting up my pictures about how I feel about God and why I know there is a God. I always tell people, by the beautiful sunrises and sunsets. And maybe if you could tell gently, more gently. And he's giving a blessing. He kind of gave us all a blessing and ordained us for the week. So just watching the video, and you can get that huge blessing. So that thrills me. We're going to let the Supreme Being sing us out here with that blessing. And as always, I much love love and blessings for the whole week. And until next time. Au revoir. A bientôt. Arrivederci. Bye-bye.